Greetings from California.
And greetings from New York.
And greetings from Bronxy Boo.
Coming to you live and pre-recorded.
Live yet pre-recorded. And I have a special snack, something that your children won't ask for. And isn't that what we all need in a snack? Well, those of us with children and fur babies too, because he know better than to ask for this. So what you do is you make yourself some shrimp and you dip it in the butter and then you eat the shrimp. But then the real snack, no, you eat that in the kitchen. You hide it from everybody because otherwise they're going to be getting in your shrimp. Then you take a crouton. Now, I love the Trader Joe's rosemary croissant croutons. Get yourself a croissant crouton. You ain't lived till you had a croissant crouton. But when people see croutons, they think salad. So they going to scurry like roaches in the light. Your children, your pets, everybody going to run. Even your husbands. You take that croissant rosemary crouton and you dip it in that shrimp butter. That is your holiday crudité. It's delicious, it's divine, and nobody's going to think to ask you for any. You can have something to yourself.
What would a Pop Roast episode be without Alex eating? What would it be? So he's not getting paid for that, y'all. Like, he's definitely just, suggesting that. What a week. What a week. What a week.
And it's Thursday.
It is Thursday evening, and who knows what's going to come out tomorrow. But we have a lot to talk about. Get your joint, your drink, whatever you got, because we have a lot to talk about. And not croutons.
Well, let's just, for lack of a better phrase, open the episode up with Duane and Will. Yeah. But I want to know who was doing the bending.
I mean, apparently from Will's friend, Duane was doing the bending.
I'm not surprised. I posted a picture of Will showing us his clitoris in the gym. And I'm like, that's the bottom. I mean, I know that pose. I've been in that pose. Heels to Jesus, just as flexible as the day is long.
I'm very surprised that story gained so much traction because it was a Tasha K interview, but I'm guessing what made it more plausible was the fact that it was a known friend of Will Smith and Jada. So all the blogs picked it up. Everybody.
And let's not forget, and I'm going to light my cigarette on this so you know it's real. I remember, Pepperidge Farm remembers, and so does Pop Roast, when we covered the $1 million loan, interest-free, that he gave Duane Martin.
This is something that we've heard a lot. Like, we've joked about it. I just can't believe people actually ran this story, and people were talking about this for the past 2 days. Basically, Will Smith's former best friend and assistant claims he walked in on Will and Duane Martin getting it on. In a new interview by Tasha K, Will's former friend and assistant brother Bilal sits down and details a time he says he walked in on Will engaging in sexual acts. Quote, I opened the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane having anal sex with Will. He continues, it was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him, murdering. It was murder in there.
You wanted to join in, and also, I'm sorry, Will was bent over the couch as a bottom. It don't even go like that. It don't even work not on a couch. On a couch, especially on a couch in a trailer, it's going to be heels to Jesus. You ain't bending over for support.
Do you think it's true?
Yes. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not legally saying it's true.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not seeing anything happen. We're just reporting on the mess. See, that's the difference between us and other YouTubers. We don't like to play in court. I know I don't. I don't have the money. I don't have the money to hire a lawyer. I don't have the time to be drugged to court. So I'm reporting on the mess. Like I'm giving my opinion on it. Now, I don't think that instance was true, but I do think there's something going on between Will and Duane Martin. And the thing is, I don't care. Like, let people live their life. You know, it's a running gag. And can I just say this week, Wendy Williams, if she was on air, this would have been a field day. A field day. Like, where is Wendy when we need her?
At the, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Just say
Wendy is finally minding her business, and she needs to.
Well said. Check out Pop Rose Extra to find out what Alex really wanted to say. By the way, it's coming up. We have the questions. It's on patreon.com/cdiggy1. Ask us your question. We will answer it. Give us a celebrity to roast, and you will get an unfiltered roast. And I can't wait to talk about the breaking news in an unfiltered space. But anyway, back to the story. So this sent shockwaves on the internet because I'm like, wait, didn't we all know about this rumor, but now we're actually giving light to it? So Tasha K gave this, and then Jada was on the Breakfast Club, and she actually talked about it, actually acknowledged it and said it's not true. And she said it's one thing to have an opinion, but it's one thing to have an opinion, but spreading malicious lies is another, and we're going to sue.
You spread August Alsina's legs and put your tongue in his starfish, his chocolate starfish, and you want to talk about what ain't true, boo-boo? Girl, please.
Good luck to Tasha K. I hope she has the best legal representation, but I think she's absolved from it because I think they can just sue. Like, how does that work? Legal Eagles in the chat. Is Tasha K absolved from this? Can they just sue the former friend?
Well, because she was the one hosting the interview and putting it out on her platform, she could still be held liable. I feel like Tasha K, once she got this suit from Cardi, she's like, you know what? It doesn't matter how much I owe anybody. Ain't none of y'all getting shit. I think this is actually crazy like a fox, where you're just like, I'm going to get sued by everybody to where, oh, okay, you want to sue me? Get in line. Ain't got shit to give. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't going to play in court. But if I ever had to, I'd be like, okay, well, we're going to be like Tasha. Let's go balls to the wall. Ain't no debtor's prison. So you all will collect. You'll collect 4 cents a month. You'll collect 4 cents a month. You'll collect 4 cents a month. And ain't none of y'all getting shit. And I'm going to keep bumping my gums.
I personally don't want to mess with somebody that has nothing to lose. And I think at this point, she has nothing to lose. So she's just like YOLO.
But she also, and I like Tasha K, but I feel like who's going to believe you at this point? Now you just haven't anything on the show that will stick. You know, you seem to be rising to Wendy Williams, but Wendy Williams didn't come out with fake stories. I mean, even when she put out Method Man's wife's cancer business, it was true. You out here just lying.
Will, he came out and said it's untrue, but we have not heard a statement from Duane Martin. But I think it's because they say he doesn't even want to dignify it with a response.
I want to hear what Tisha Campbell and Lisa Ray have to say. I want to hear from the women. I want to hear what they believe. Tisha, now's your time to talk. I remember I'm still here. You are still here? Yes. Come on, Pop Rose. Well, no, don't. Come on, Pop Rose Extra on Chris's platform where you can say what you want on Patreon, where they won't shut the page down.
Well, that was one story this week. We have a lot more to go, y'all. But let's take a break. Let's get to a lighter story.
I didn't know we were going to talk about Erica James' Ozempic weight loss.
Let's talk about some Bravo news. So it looks like the ratings are just like through the roof for the new content. Like Married to Medicine is finally getting the shine it deserves. Potomac is doing great. And then Miami is too. Bravo is on a roll right now. And they are putting the content creators to work.
I am going to be catching up with Housewives of Miami this season because episode 3 just came out. So I missed last season. We're going to get to this season. However, the shine that is coming from Married to Medicine is gleaming from Sweet Tea's gums. I never thought we would see Goldie from Flavor of Love reincarnated, but honey, her hypermobile lip has passed on to Sweet Tea. She giving us gum.
I want access to the money. To the money. We need to call her Gold Peak.
Oh, Gold Peak?
Yeah, Sweet Tea. That's my favorite Sweet Tea.
Gold
Peak. I actually like Sweet Tea. I just think, she's just so authentic that she's kind of embarrassing herself. Why would you tell this to these group of vultures that you're in it for the money? Why? And then you got the tag on the back. You got Dr. Jackie shading you in the confessional. Oh, man. And you know what? I be trying to give Phaedra the benefit of the doubt, but I don't like Phaedra on Married to Medicine. What I think she's doing is very manipulative and malicious because she's going from talking to Sweet Tea to talking to Quad to talking to Greg in the same episode. And it's what is your business, Phaedra? She just doesn't come off as authentic as I want her to be. And ever since Tamra, okay, give me a second, I'm getting there. Ever since Tamra called her out on Girls Trip Part 2, it's just Phaedra, you've been here, but you haven't been saying anything about you. And she's just so slick. She's so slick with it. And I'm glad Tamra pointed that out. I just think it's wrong how Phaedra's setting up Sweet Tea, and I hope Sweet Tea gathers her at the reunion. She got some time. Get somebody to teach you to read, befriend a gay, or something.
I was right. I was right all along. I've been right all these years. Bravo gave Phaedra another chance, and she's the same sorry fecal matter that she was on Housewives of Atlanta. This is all she did on Housewives of Atlanta. She never told about how she put Angela Stanton in jail. She never talked about how she got Apollo to steal those VIN numbers with that poor little pussy she's slinging around. She never talked about none of that. I said it, and leave it in. Fuck Phaedra. She's a felon.
Well, fuck Angela Stanton, too. That bitch deserves to be in jail. I'm glad Phaedra put her in there.
Yes, she does. But I don't know why anybody was expecting anything more from a less-ass bitch. And Phaedra is and has always been a less-ass bitch. She ain't got no business to tell. She's Giselle.
Well, I will say, since she's departed Atlanta, she's been on Real Housewives of Dubai, 2 seasons of Ultimate Girls Trip, Married to Medicine, and Traitors Season 2 is going to be in January, and she's going to be on there too. So I'm just saying.
And don't forget, she was on Braxton Family Values trying to be Phaedra Braxton.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying NBC Universal, they love Phaedra. And I'm just saying, the numbers and the checks don't lie.
We don't know what she's getting. They could be giving her a low little day rate and she's showing up for it. My goodness, it is already the holidays, and I know we are deep into fulfilling our own and our friends and families' holiday wish list. And you can do it a lot easier with Stamps.com. Stamps.com has been helping businesses save time and money during the holiday rush for the past 25 years with easy access to USPS and UPS services that give you premium rates for all your postage needs. The holidays are hard enough, so make things easier with Stamps.com. Now taking care of orders on the go is even easier with the Stamps.com mobile app. If you need a package picked up, you can schedule it for a pickup at home on your Stamps.com dashboard. That means no trips to the post office, no trips to FedEx, no trips to UPS. You can get up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates to help your bottom line or just to save a bit around the holidays. For 25 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. So get access to USPS and UPS services right from your computer anytime, day or night. No lines, no traffic, no waiting.
So give your businesses the gift of Stamps.com so your mailing and shipping is covered this holiday season. Sign up with promo code ROSE for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code ROAST. Ooh, so let's talk about this audio of Keke's mom cussing out her whack-ass baby daddy.
And child, I didn't even know that was Slow Loris's brother from Insecure.
Yeah, the one that looks like one of the Monstars from Space Jam.
That's why I called him a Slow Loris.
So apparently Darius, he recorded his conversation with Keke and her mom. And I'm not sure why he treated that as a smoking gun of some sort, as if it was going to absolve him from abusing Keke, the mother of his child.
And somebody put it out and had their name all up in it. And there's one more reason we don't break stories. And child, every 5 seconds, I don't know whose name it was, but it kept saying, irrelevant so-and-so. And I was like, okay, girl.
Right. I mean, get your coin.
If that's how you get your coin, honey, remember what they said in Players Club, make the money. Don't let it make you.
Oh, I'm a Shave fan. Oh my goodness. The thing is, I think a lot of people are trying to harp on what Keke's mom said. So she said a lot of things.
She said Usher is gay.
Well, she said, I think he was bisexual or gay or something like that. She was basically trying to call Darius stupid for being jealous of Usher, who is quote unquote gay, allegedly, to her.
Yeah, exactly. We reporting on the news.
Right. She did say a lot of homophobic stuff. And I think two things can be true. Yeah, her mom is homophobic, but at the same time, she's defending her daughter who was abused. And to me, I'm just going to be honest. Her mom is probably a Black baby boomer, and they tend to be on that side of, ignorance. And I would expect that from her. I'm not shocked to hear that coming from Keke's mother's mouth. Seriously, like if I get mad at her mom, I might as well get mad at some of my family members because she said some real foul stuff. She was like, I'm going to get a D in your ass. I guess I could say that without the page getting shut down. It was pretty visceral. Like she really cussed his ass out.
That was a cussing out. That was a Cadillac Kimberly flirt and flutter lash law cuss out. That was a sit down ho, I'm about to tell all your business cuss out. That was a Southern cussing out. That was below the Mason-Dixon line or at most the DMV cuss out.
Do we really expect people to be PC behind closed doors? Are y'all PC behind closed doors? And what if, you found out that your sister or your daughter was, getting beat by her husband or boyfriend? Are you going to just choose your words carefully? I don't think so.
I'm calling you everything but a child of God, and I'm giving you a little front tie, back tie. And that's if you say something about my dog.
So I'm not personally mad at the situation. I know he also tried to post pictures of himself. He gave to, I'm not sure, he was trying to shop it to blogs of alleged bruises that he got from Keke.
Bruises you got in a fight you started. If you don't shut up, if she was abusing you, then why didn't you leave?
Can we believe Black women, please?
I mean, the footage speaks for itself.
Right. Anything else to say on this story? I mean, poor Usher. He's probably like, now why am I in it?
Usher, I ain't gonna serenade nobody no more. I'm trying to have my Vegas residency. I am 48 years old. I have made my mark. I have ignored my children.
Usher is not 48. Let me check this. Like he's not 48. Usher is 45.
Oh, I was 3 years
I'm just
old.
saying, late 40s close, that's really close to 50. Like how I'm really close to 40. I'm just saying, like 48, that's like 2 years from 50. 45, you got a few more years. So just saying.
Boy, you really gonna be one of them nitpickers as you get older. You just gonna hold on. You gonna be like, I'm 45 in 3 months. I'm not 46. Okay. All right. If that's how you want to play it, sure. 45, not 48. I mean, what you still checking the same box, but what have you? Let's give him those 3 years. Lord knows.
But Usher is on a high right now. He has a wonderful tour in Vegas that I went to see. Y'all should check it out. He's also going to be on the Super Bowl. So I'm sure he's not even fazed by what Keke Mama said about him.
Exactly. Keke Mama ain't slept with him, so she wouldn't know.
But let's talk about this whole Tamar and Krishan situation.
Oh, when Krishan screamed whack at Tamar's guns.
Did she say that? Like, I just thought it was like a Lil Mama and, Jay-Z, Alicia Keys moment when she went on stage and she grabbed the mic from somewhere and Tamar's just singing her heart out like Love and War. But Krishan go on stage saying something. I don't know. It was really cringe.
I mean, Krishan has no talent, so it's already cringe to think about her with a microphone.
Is being a bad mama talent?
Let's ask Monique.
Wait, which Monique?
Monique, the one that slept with Lil Fizz.
Now, see, when you think of Monique, that is the last Monique I would think of.
When you say bad mom and Monique, I immediately think of Monique the Neglectful.
I would say maybe Black China.
Oh, I don't even think mother when I think Black China. I forgot she procreated.
Erica Mena.
Again, I don't think of mother. I think racist. I think harpy. I think adulterer, mistress, whore, but not mother. Not mother.
I'm just saying, like, Monique, when I think of Monique, the first Monique I think of is the comedian Monique. Then after that, I think of Real Housewives of Potomac Monique. And then after that, I think of my cousin Monique. So I'm trying to think like Monique from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, Monique the Neglectful.
Baby mama to Lil Fizz. That's why I had to think about it. That's why I just wanted to make it clear. So Monique from Love and Hip Hop, got it. But Krishan wandered on stage. I think she ruined the moment. So backstage, I'm guessing she was promised to perform of some sort. She was mad. She came back there with her entourage. And I think Tamar's entourage of sissies, one of them has something to say. That's the Patty guy. Maybe he said something slick or smart. He probably did. She basically did what any Neanderthal did, just went wild and hit him in the face. And I guess to the point where he had to go to the hospital and he had to go to the dentist to get a tooth or something, new teeth. She socked him, basically.
All the patty pies you've been eating, you knew your teeth was rotten as hell. You knew, like when Angie Stone knocked her daughter's teeth down her throat with that lamp. But when them teeth came out, you could tell them teeth was rotten to the core. Didn't take nothing but a tap to knock them teeth out. Like the teeth that Nene knocked out of that cameraman. You know that cameraman ain't been to a dentist since 82. You can't be walking up and hitting people when they don't have dental. Them teeth is rotten and they will just fall out on the floor like chiclets. That's why Steve Harvey's mouth looks like a pack of gum.
Wait a minute. Can we roll back? Angie Stone.
Angie Stone, when she knocked her daughter's teeth out of her mouth with the base of that lamp, back when they were filming R&B Divas, all you saw was black in them damn teeth. Them teeth was ready to fall out anyway. All you was one Medicaid appointment away, heifer. Them teeth was coming out.
She did that on camera, like hit her with a lamp?
No, that was off camera.
Her own daughter?
It's Angie Stone. Why would you expect something decent from her?
But back to the topic. I do wish James Wright a speedy recovery. If that was me and I got hit by Krishan, I would have laid out on the floor. I would have pressed charges and got her child taken away because I am petty. I want her in jail. And I would be doing that child a favor by not having that wicked woman in his life. That's all I got to say on that. She is disgusting. She is a bottom of the barrel woman, her and the person she procreated with. They should not be allowed to even have children. She doesn't deserve to be a mother.
Y'all, he thinks I go in.
But anyway, much love to James Wright because no one deserves to be like hit for no reason, especially she wasn't even supposed to be there. I think Tamar put out some sorry statement. I'm sure she invited Krishan. She just didn't want that backlash or whatever.
I just hope Tamar pays for his new veneers.
Somebody gonna be paying for it if I got hit. Speaking of beating people up, I have been enjoying Basketball Wives. You heard it right. Like, you go back to Pop Roast a year ago, how we were like tearing into Basketball Wives. I am actually enjoying it a little bit. Like, they have half OGs and then they have half new girls. And I do actually like some of the new girls, like Giselle or Jacille, whatever her name is. She talk like this, like she from Mississippi. Like, she's so endearing. You know, she don't want no drama, but she's nice.
I like her a lot. There are a lot of new women that I enjoy disliking.
Vanessa, the Baye. She reminds me of Susie.
Yes, she does.
Yes, like, that's why I'm like, it's just giving old school vibes. She's so messy. She went to investigate Jennifer's boyfriend.
While her man cheats, you see, she's letting her man cheat in peace. And so she gonna get in everybody else's business. Like Neki Christie. Doug is having a whole affair with a 25-year-old man. That's what I heard. I'm saying allegedly. But, you know, Doug lives in the phone more than Giselle's men. But Jackie always got time to be in somebody else's business. So does Nessa with the bang. And then Clayyanni.
Crayola. She's like the new, what's her name from Insecure? Remember everyone was Condola?
Canola oil. That heifer ain't got a roll since.
That was the running gag. I came up with at least like 10 to 12 different variations of her name, specifically for the review. Clayana, I was just like, what show is she on? I could totally see why she's not in the opening credits. Like, she was on an island by herself. Like, she lost the OGs one by one, starting with Jennifer, who she just pushed. Jennifer didn't even do anything to deserve that. And she followed her out the restaurant. She was like, you were married 10 years ago. I have a 14-year-old. What?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Jennifer has written that Basketball Wife title long after she's actually had it.
I still like Jennifer. I love her for the show. I really do. And I love seeing her and Evelyn get along because it just reminds me of earlier seasons of Basketball Wives.
I don't have anything pleasant to say about Evelyn. And if I articulated my real feelings, people wouldn't watch the show. So I'm not going to say anything.
We'll save it for Pop Roast Extra.
Evelyn Lozada is a racist feces, and I need to see her fall down the stairs of life much harder.
Anywho, I'm enjoying the season so far. I love the baptism that Brooke gave Clayyanni, but I would have much preferred to be Brittany, but they made up, which is fine.
Brittany came in because she knew Brooke was going to bop that ass. I want to see Brooke's bops connect. I still can see the spot on Neki Christie's head where Brooke tore out a good inch of edge. I'll never forget. That's when I started the channel 10 years ago. I want to see Brooke get in the ring again, especially with these young new heifers. I wish she had been there for Phoebe. She could have knocked her jaundiced ass into next week.
I forgot all about Phoebe.
She's forgettable. Her baby father forgot about her too.
Moving on. Why is Foxy Brown shading Lil' Kim? For real, like, they've been mortal enemies since the 90s. Can she just bury the hatchet? Like, put out an olive branch? Why do you still dislike this woman? So all Lil' Kim said was her autobiography coming out, it was going to outsell the Bible. And while that is a funny statement to make fun of, Foxy Brown posted on her Instagram Bible and then had a laugh out loud emoji next to it. So she was shading Lil' Kim. I'm just like, how long can you hold a grudge against somebody?
I want to know, one, I thought Foxy Brown died in 2003. So how is this heifer on Instagram? Let's start there. And two, how did Foxy Brown hear that Lil' Kim's book was coming out? Because she lost her hearing in 98. All the issues Foxy Brown has between being dead and being deaf, I don't know how she has time to worry about Lil' Kim when you got big problems.
Live and pre-recorded. I'm so glad this is live yet pre-recorded. But yeah, I just think it's time for them to can we all just get along, please?
Foxy, you can't even hear the argument. Ain't nobody signing this shit to you. Shut up, heifer, shut up.
Let's take a break. Let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Winter is here, and for me, that means struggling to find the right temperature for me and baby Bronxy to sleep in. I like it a little cool, and he's so tiny, he likes it a little warm. But we found Miracle-Made sheets that are perfect for the both of us, and they'll be perfect for you and whoever you sleep with, too. Using silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, Miracle-Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night, so you get better sleep every night, and so do your pets. These sheets are infused with the silver that prevents up to 99% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. These Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel just as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. Miracle sheets are the perfect gift for your spouse, friends, or family because nobody doesn't want to get better sleep and everyone wants to have luxurious feeling bed sheets. And since these come with 3 free towels, you get 2 gifts in one. So stop sleeping in bacteria that can clog your pores and cause breakouts and sleep clean with Miracle Sheets.
So go to trymiracle.com/roast to try it today or gift it to someone special this holiday season. And we've got a special deal for our Pop Roast listeners. Save over 40%. And if you use our promo code ROAST at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/roast and use the code ROAST to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/roast to treat yourself, a friend, or loved one this holiday season. So let's get to the explosive breaking news that is blowing up Twitter right now. Everyone is talking about it, and I think this is the headline of the year, y'all. And I'm glad we waited long enough to cover this. Diddy is in hot water right now. Let me just read the headline for you. And we got to be really careful because, we don't want anything to happen to the video. Cassie, the singer on Bad Boy, me and you, files bombshell lawsuit against Diddy, claims he forced her to take drugs, have sex with male prostitutes, while he filmed and repeatedly abused her for years, amongst other things. Look, y'all, I have read the lawsuit. It has a trigger warning. Like, that's not common at all. Like, I knew his day was coming, but who knew it was going to be today?
Everybody has said Diddy's day will come. Everybody has said he is nasty and conniving and is doing shit behind the scenes. Everybody said. So we're not surprised, but we're surprised it's with a woman.
I'm just shocked of the details. Like, I didn't think it was Cassie that was gonna blow the door wide open. Honestly, I hope this is like the beginning of the Me Too movement in hip hop, because let me tell you, a lot of y'all's favorite rappers ain't shit. I've heard stories already, but allegedly, I don't play in court. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if one of my favorite singers' husbands is next. Let's just say that. But let's get back to this sorry ass motherfucker, Diddy, because he's been conniving his own artists for years. Like, I believe every single word of it. We ain't talking about that tea. We ain't talking about that tea. My heart aches for Cassie, for her to endure that. Like, she gave an entire timeline. She came lawyered up. She turned down 8 figures from Diddy to be quiet. So I believe everything she said. He had her in the hotel room. She accused him of trafficking. Can't say too much of the word, but he would hire male escorts and have her have sex with him while he pleasured himself and watched. I'll also have some tea from people I know that dance from Diddy. I can't say that tea on here. Maybe we could talk about it on Pop Rose Extra, but I believe it. I believe all of it.
Why can't I find a husband as fine as Alex fine? So not only is your husband cute, but he saved you from Diddy. I see why you're married.
Diddy has been intimidating Cassie for years. For those of you who always question the victim, like, why did they wait so long? If you read the lawsuit and the things he was doing to her family, her friends, he beat her up so bad he sent her on a 3-week vacation. He basically groomed her. Didn't care that she was already in a relationship with somebody. He forced himself upon her. Also, he blew up Kid Cudi's car. Did you hear about that?
And he co-signed it.
If you're capable of that kind of stuff, why would you come forward? And this man has money, he has power, he's connected to every A-lister in the industry. So I'm not surprised she waited this long. I think she wanted to make sure she had all her I's dotted and her T's crossed, like, to come for this man. It debuted in the New York Times. It didn't come on a blog. The New York Times ran this story. That is huge.
Not TMZ, the Times. I want to know what J-Lo has to say.
Look, we could go down the line. This is Harvey Weinstein big. Diddy is really powerful. I don't think people understand when you messing with somebody with that level of power and money, that can really affect your livelihood or life. I get it why she waited so long. To clarify, this is a civil case. So he can't go to jail yet unless the police open up a case. And I did hear from TMZ that New York has a file that's locked on Diddy. He's being investigated, but even TMZ can't buy the access to those files. This was a long time coming. Like, ever since he fucked over Danity Kane, I've had it in for Diddy. I really have. I always believe Aubrey O'Day, and I just want to say shout out to Aubrey O'Day. I know you say a lot of things about her, but one thing about Aubrey, she always stood up to Diddy from day one. She kept her foot on that man's neck. Come on. Let's just give her props one time, because Aubrey was right. He doesn't want to admit it, y'all, but shout out to Aubrey O'Day.
This is my stand-in for the rest of the show. If we're shouting out Aubrey O'Day, I'm just going to let the show go completely to the dogs.
Anyway, also on Twitter, Dawn came out in support of Cassie, and, who knows what she endured. I just can't wait to see how this all unfolds, because Diddy is connected to literally everybody in the industry. Everybody. He's connected to the 90s, Bad Boy Records, everything. So
Mary J. and Faith Evans.
Right. Mariah. It's just going to be really telling who's going to, come out with their statements in support of Cassie. Of course, Diddy's saying that it's false. Can you please take that sheet off? We're not talking about Aubrey anymore.
Well, Bronx stands with Cassie, but I'm sorry, I'm a sit when it's time for Aubrey O'Day.
Again, where is Wendy Williams when you need her? And Diddy has done a lot of things throughout the years. I mean, you saw how he ran Wendy Williams out of New York. Diddy has power to do a lot of things.
But not so much anymore.
We'll see. I mean, finally, we'll get that Surviving Diddy documentary.
I mean, R. Kelly, it was your turn. Now I think it's time for Diddy's time in the light.
50 Cent also has something to say. He's laughing at the situation. He's trolling Diddy, basically. And I was like, you know what? Your ass is next, pot.
For real.
Like, y'all, this lawsuit is insane. And shout out to Love Beat Scott. They are going in. Because I know Denver, he is a extreme Cassie fan. Like, Diddy restricts Instagram comments in the wake of Cassie's lawsuit allegations. Cassie accuses Diddy of painkiller addiction, says he popped drugs like candy. Azalea Banks just came out and said Diddy once sent Cassie on a vacation to recover from being beaten. The floodgates are open. I hope more people come out and speak up against Diddy, because I'm sure he has a paper trail. Look, I think he was the one who, well, you know, I don't even want to say it. Let's just say I hope they reopen Tupac's case, or maybe look just a little bit closer at some evidence. That's all. Y'all, this court document is just so messy. I kind of want to just post the link. It is 35 pages. Every line is hot, scalding tea. You may need to open a Patreon just to read it. Like, this is crazy. Like, it starts all the way from when he signed her at 19. He asserted complete control over Miss Ventura's personal and professional life. Throughout their relationship, Mr. Combs was prone to uncontrollable rage and frequently beat Miss Ventura savagely. Following these episodes of horrific abuse, Mr. Combs would immediately attempt to hide Miss Ventura and the evidence of his violent rage. Over the years that Mr. Combs abused Miss Ventura physically and sexually, she again and again tried to escape his tight hold over her life.
I just feel so horrible for her.
There was one instance I read in the lawsuit that she tried to escape a hotel room or whatever. He chased her in the hallway. He paid the hotel $50,000 for the camera footage. Like, she has all this evidence. I'm just like, I hope somebody opens up a case so he can finally be in jail.
Right.
He deserves it.
This is insane. I mean, we thought you were just, you know, a booty bandit. And that's bad enough.
Right, but
I mean, taking advantage of slow Mace, that's cruel enough in its own way. But this,
you know, I thought Diddy was going to get his comeuppance, but I think it was going to be like this bad.
Nuclear.
One thing about that karma, it is going to come one way or another.
Where's white people's then?
Reparations.
Where is white people's karma? I need to see it.
Oh, man, but, you know, who knows what's going to come out in these upcoming days. So y'all know that this is live, yet pre-recorded. So anything else that comes out, we just going to have to talk about it on another day. But this is the tea that came out like a few hours ago. I hope Cassie is able to, you know, find peace and closure after all this, because she's in for a long battle. Like, this is really brave. So many people Diddy has like fucked over. Finally, somebody stood up.
It's high time. And I also can't wait to hear from Total, because I bet you Kima, Keisha, and Pam got stories to tell too.
I think all the women on Bad Boy have stories to tell. I just can't wait for the brand deals to leave him. I just want the House of Cards to fall. But we will definitely be watching this case, just like the Justice Smollett case. Like, I'm sure we're going to get frequent updates. We're probably going to have a breaking headline every week for the rest of 2023, thanks to this case.
Well, I guess on that note, I'll see you sooner than Duane Martin sees bottoming.
You said bottoming?
I said bottoming.
Oh, God.
The act of being a bottoming. That's what goes on. When your leg is to the moon, you are bottoming. Like right now, I am a bottom, but when my heel is to the sky, I'm bottoming.
I will see you sooner than Diddy sees prison bars.
It's not a Pop Roast episode if I don't get that leg up.
I know, right? I'm glad you did. Bye, y'all.
Bye.